A time for change. Hendrix in 1969, a year that would forever alter the course of music history. A year of moon landings and Woodstock where boundaries were pushed and new frontiers were explored. A year etched in history for its cultural shifts, where society was in a state of flux and transformation. For Jimi Hendrix, it was a year of profound change, both personally and professionally. He was already a guitar god, his name synonymous with electrifying performances and groundbreaking music that transcended genres. But something was stirring within him, a yearning for something different, something more profound and meaningful. The year 1969 marked the end of an era, the Jimi Hendrix Experience as the world knew it, and the birth of something raw, powerful, and deeply soulful. Band of Gypsys, a new chapter in his musical journey. Hendrix was on a quest for musical exploration, seeking to push the boundaries of his own creativity. He was ready to shed the skin of psychedelic rock and dive headfirst into the depths of funk, soul, and rhythm and blues, genres that spoke to his soul. This wasn't just a change in sound. It was a transformation of spirit, a journey into the heart of his musical identity, a quest to find his true voice and express his deepest emotions through his music. Breaking free from the constraints of the past. The need for a new direction was becoming increasingly clear. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, with its iconic lineup of Hendrix, bassist Noel Redding and drummer Mitch Mitchell, had reached incredible heights, captivating audiences worldwide. They had redefined rock music, injecting it with a dose of psychedelia and Hendrix's unparalleled guitar mastery, creating a sound that was both revolutionary and timeless. But success can be a double-edged sword, bringing both adulation and pressure. Hendrix began to feel confined, creatively stifled by the expectations and the repetitive nature of their success. The Experience's sound was undeniably theirs, but it was becoming a gilded cage for Hendrix's evolving musical vision, limiting his artistic growth. He craved the freedom to explore new sonic landscapes, to delve into the rhythmic intricacies of funk and soul that had deeply resonated with him since his youth, and to push the boundaries of his creativity. He longed to collaborate with musicians who shared his passion for these genres, musicians who could understand the language of his soul and help him realize his artistic dreams. The time had come to break free and forge a new path, to embrace the unknown and to follow his heart's true calling. Band of Gypsys, a new groove is born, a fresh chapter in the ever-evolving story of Jimi Hendrix. Out of this desire for change, Band of Gypsys was born. Hendrix, along with Billy Cox and Buddy Miles, sought to create something new, something that resonated deeply with their roots. Gone were the psychedelic jams and soaring guitar solos of the Experience. The familiar sounds of the past were left behind. In their place came a raw, funky groove, a sound that was earthy, visceral, and deeply rooted in Black American music. This new sound was a bold departure. This was Hendrix reborn, tapping into the musical influences of his youth, channeling the spirits of blues legends like Muddy Waters and B.B. King, and blending them with his own unique style, and infusing it all with his own revolutionary guitar work. His innovative techniques pushed the boundaries of what was possible with the guitar. Band of Gypsys wasn't just a change in musical direction, it was a statement. It was a bold declaration of artistic freedom and a new path forward. It was Hendrix embracing his black heritage, aligning himself with the cultural and political movements of the time. He was making a powerful statement about identity and solidarity. This was music with a message, a fusion of sound and soul that spoke of unity, revolution, and the power of black artistry. It was a call to action, a rallying cry for change and empowerment. Billy Cox laying down the foundation. At the heart of this new sound was bassist Billy Cox, a longtime friend of Hendrix's from their army days. Cox wasn't just a bassist, he was a musical anchor, a rhythmic foundation upon which Hendrix could build his sonic cathedrals. His playing was deep and groovy, locking in perfectly with drummer Buddy Miles to create a driving, hypnotic pulse. Cox's playing was the backbone of Band of Gypsys, providing the solid ground from which Hendrix and Miles could take flight. His understanding of funk and R and B was intuitive, a language they spoke fluently without a word being uttered. With Cox holding down the groove, Hendrix was free to explore, to unleash his guitar pyrotechnics without ever losing the band's rhythmic core. Section 5, Buddy Miles, the Rhythmic Thunderstorm. And then there was Buddy Miles, a drummer whose style was as explosive as his personality. Miles was a force of nature behind the kit, a whirlwind of polyrhythms and thunderous fills. He brought a raw, untamed energy to Band of Gypsys, pushing Hendrix to new heights of intensity. Where Mitchell's drumming with the Experience was often jazzy and intricate, Miles's playing was all about raw power and infectious groove. He was a vocal powerhouse too, his voice a soulful complement to Hendrix's searing guitar. Together they created a sonic tapestry that was both electrifying and deeply moving, a testament to the power of musical chemistry. Section 6, Fillmore East, a legendary stage. The pinnacle of Band of Gypsys' short but brilliant career came with their legendary performances at the Fillmore East in New York City on New Year's Eve 1969 and New Year's Day 1970. These weren't just concerts, they were musical events capturing the raw energy and spirit of a band at the peak of its powers. The Fillmore East, known for its intimate atmosphere and appreciative audiences, was the perfect setting for Hendrix's new sound to connect. These shows weren't just about the music, they were about the experience, the feeling, the shared energy between the band and the audience. The walls seemed to vibrate with the power of their performance, a testament to the transformative power of live music. Section 7, Machine Gun, A Cry for Peace. One song in particular from these Fillmore East shows became an anthem for Band of Gypsys' Machine Gun. This 15-minute tour de force showcased Hendrix at his most innovative and politically charged. It wasn't a song, it was a sonic journey, a cry for peace and understanding in a time of war and social unrest. Hendrix's guitar became a weapon of empathy, mimicking the sounds of warfare, the whirring helicopters, the staccato bursts of gunfire to create a chillingly realistic soundscape. But within the chaos there was a message of hope, a plea for peace and unity that resonated deeply with audiences. Section 8. Improvisation and rhythm pushing boundaries. Band of Gypsys was more than just a band, it was a musical revolution. They took the raw energy of rhythm and blues and infused it with Hendrix's innovative guitar techniques, creating a sound that was both familiar and groundbreaking. Their music was built on extended jams where improvisation reigned supreme and the boundaries of traditional song structures were shattered. Hendrix's guitar playing took on a new dimension with Band of Gypsys. He moved beyond the blues-based scales and techniques that had become his signature, incorporating elements of funk, soul, and even jazz into his playing. His solos became less about technical prowess and more about feeling, about channeling the raw emotion of the music. Section 9. A fusion of styles igniting a cultural spark. The impact of Band of Gypsys extended far beyond the stage. Their fusion of rock, funk, and soul helped to break down musical barriers, paving the way for future genres like funk rock and neo-soul. Their music became a soundtrack for a generation seeking change, a generation hungry for something real, something raw, something that spoke to their souls. Band of Gypsys represented a cultural shift, a breaking down of musical and societal norms. Their music transcended race and genre, uniting audiences in a shared experience of rhythm, groove, and raw emotion. They proved that music could be a force for change, a platform for social commentary, and a celebration of black artistry. Section 10. A short journey, a lasting impact. Tragically, Band of Gypsys was a short-lived affair. Creative differences and external pressures led to the band's dissolution after just a few months. But their impact far outweighed their brief time together. In those few short months, they created some of Hendrix's most powerful and innovative music, leaving an indelible mark on the world of music. The music of Band of Gypsys continues to inspire and influence musicians today. Their raw energy, their rhythmic innovations, and their fearless exploration of musical boundaries remain a testament to the power of creativity and the enduring legacy of Jimi Hendrix. Section 11. Hendrix's vision, a legacy of freedom and creativity. Band of Gypsys was more than just a band. It was the realization of Hendrix's vision for musical freedom. It was about breaking free from expectations, pushing boundaries and exploring the depths of his creativity. Their music was a testament to the power of collaboration, the beauty of improvisation, and the importance of staying true to one's artistic vision. The legacy of Band of Gypsys is a reminder that music is a living, breathing thing. It's about pushing boundaries, challenging conventions, and speaking your truth through sound. It's about the freedom to experiment, to evolve, and to create something truly unique and powerful. And that, in the end, is the greatest legacy of Jimi Hendrix and Band of Gypsys.